Well, speaking as someone who very strongly does not want Donald Trump to get the Republican presidential nomination, I'm extraordinarily distressed by this document. I think this is even weaker than I feared it would be.
If I had to characterize it, it's disappointment. I think everyone was hoping we would see more.
I had hoped that there would be more in the indictment.
Here's where we're going to run into legal problems, because the indictment does not say what that second crime is, which is completely inexplicable to me.
Well, folks, you heard it with your own ears. You saw it with your own eyes. Exactly. Even Trump's haters, MSLSD, CNBC, NBC, CNN, all of them say this is an absolute weak case, and they don't like it at all. They're all wondering, what the heck did Alvin, the big mouth Bragg, do? So we're going to get in all that with a reaction video to this. And we got Alina Habba, who's one of Trump's lawyers, is going to break it down as well, give us as much information as she can. But in the meantime, just want to let you know you're watching the Dr. Nasir Shaikh Show. I'm your host, Dr. Nasir, and what we have on tap for you today is bringing you something here, folks. It's a video clip. We're going to do a reaction to it. Let's hear from Trump's lawyer as to how giddy she is in terms of how she's going to fight this in court.
A day later, this thing looks pretty cooked.
Evidently, Bragg and I went to very different law schools, because I'm not sure how he had the face to get up on that stage after showing that indictment.
He went to Harvard.
No.
Right? Didn't he go somewhere good? This is crazy.
Everything that's woke. But, you know.
So this is pretty discredited at this point. Even the people like McCabe and Bolton are looking this thing over and saying it's just nothing.
Yeah, I mean, without getting into privileged information, I can tell you that we had an idea of what was going to happen. We counted how it would get to 34, of course, because of the illegal leaks. And then it was exactly what we thought. And I can't get into it, but I can tell you there's no surprises. And it was actually disappointing. As a professional, as an attorney, I was like, that, you really couldn't have. I was waiting for a little something. Give us a challenge.
Something.
Oh, come on, a little something.
Not a challenge at all.
Not at all.
God.
Yeah.
So he's now disgraced. He's got no reputation. Even New York lawyers are laughing at the guy. How does he pull this off?
He won't. He won't pull this off. He is going to go down as a disgraced DA. And he's going to hurt his political, and he is politically motivated, his Democrat Party. And that's it, bottom line, period, the end. And this judge, same thing. I will say I was happy that the judge tempered himself in court, it seemed like, and really was trying not to seem biased. But this is a judge that's already heard many Trump cases and somehow got another Trump case.
And he's a donor, Alina.
And
he donated to Democrats, and he's overseeing the Trump case.
Yeah, but that was by chance, Jesse. Come on. It was by...
Talk about the deck being stacked against you. Doc, I mean, this is just absolutely incredible, right? This judge who has been hearing other Trump cases just happens to get the biggest Trump case thrown into his lap. This guy who has donated thousands and thousands of dollars to the Brandon campaign, to other Democrats, actually has a bias against Trump and the Trump, I guess, brand. There's no doubt about that, folks. You know that there's a bias here because in his rulings in previous Trump cases. But somehow, by coinkydink, he happens to get this case as well. And Fat Albert, right? Fat Albert, the Bragg, this guy is, I really don't know what was, if he's making a political calculus, that this is going to enhance his brand. It might, in those entrenched voices of the Democrats and the progressives and the people that just absolutely, just hate Donald Trump regardless. So in that camp, for that political calculus, this is a winner for him, obviously. No, I don't doubt that at all. But where it's in jeopardy is going to be is that you just can't win with those people. You've got to be able to pull over others as well. You got to pull over some Republicans. You have to pull over some, independents to, bring that over. So I don't know, but politically motivated, I have no doubt that Bragg is, and he thinks that this is going to help. Now, again, you're running in New York City, So, where the Democratic population and the Democrats outnumber the Republicans like a gazillion to one. So even if like I said, somebody just stumbles into the voting booth or whatever, the chance of him voting Democratic are, basically 99.99%, if not 100. But this case is so weak, folks, so weak. As we said, they didn't put anything out there. You know what? Now they say, oh, we're not inclined to put out all the indictments, put out everything he's been charged with. We don't have to do that. You know that if they had the meat on the bones, they would have put that out there so that everybody could take a look at it and know that they had such a strong, strong case. Anyways, let's continue with Trump's lawyer.
They didn't judge shop at all. How is he saying that he was trying to affect an election outcome after the election was already over?
And even if the payments were made later to Michael Cohen, right? Let's hypothetically think that in 2017, while he's at the Oval Office, Stormy Daniels came out with her story. That story people knew about. People knew about Stormy Daniels. People knew about all the women. I don't know, in 2016, if people have amnesia, but that was a whole thing.
That's the other thing. Stormy Daniels' story was out there. So all this stuff about, supposedly, allegedly hush money being given to have her quiet down or whatever, you know what? She already had her story out there. And then just recently, to add some context to this, Stormy Daniels was ordered to pay somewhere in the neighborhood of, I think it was about $400,000, $500,000 to Trump because her story didn't pan out. And she owes that money to Donald Trump in terms of for legal fees and other things or whatever. And then, Michael Avenatti, the guy that CNN and others were purporting to basically he was going to run for president in 2020 on the Democratic side against Trump. They were elevating to the stature of a presidential nominee. Well, that fake job, I think he's behind bars, isn't he, right now? I believe he's, serving time or whatever. So all this thing in terms of they're saying, and then like you just said, if that happened, if the payment was made in 2017, he's already in the office, in the presidential office. So nobody cares. Nobody gives a damn. Who gives a crap if you pay money out, hush money? Hush up.
Brian Kilmeade said on the 5 Today, no one was going to the polls saying, get me the latest National Enquirer edition. I got to show my wife before we vote.
Yeah.
All right. So, and Stormy, didn't she have to pay Trump?
Oh, twice.
Twice.
Did you see what came out last week? So we had her, she owes him money right now, almost $500,000. And then the day of the indictment, I swear God is good, we got another ruling from the court for another $190,000 that she owes. And let's not forget that her lawyer.
I did not know that she owes another $190,000 on another ruling that she says came out on the day of the indictment, but sort of nobody. Why would anybody report on that, folks? And it's really not any news to report that Trump's getting another $190,000 from Stormy Daniels for, false allegations or whatever it was.
Lawyers behind behind bars right now.
Okay. So she owes Trump money, her lawyer's locked up, and her other lawyer's disbarred.
That's right.
Hell of a case. Alina, thank you very much.
Case.
Sorry you didn't get the...
Anyways, folks, like I said, it's just, again, one of those things here that, it's just, when this thing is going to come to trial here and we're going to see exactly what happens, that's going to be the fun part. And you see a lot of people out there, a lot of progressives, a lot of Democrats, a lot of liberals on all the alphabet networks and all the social media platforms. They're all basically saying that, Trump is, he's doesn't have energy. He's down in his spirits. He's demoralized. He's not fighting back. He knows he's in trouble. He's spiraling. He's, hiding. He's just, whatever adjectives, modifiers they can make to make it look like that he's scared, that he's running away, that he just, the world is collapsing around him. These guys don't have a freaking clue. These charges, they're like a gnat on his rear end, basically. Fat Albert Bragg is like a gnat on the ass of Donald Trump. Literally. And, Trump can just, flick that gnat off of his, butt cheeks anytime that he wants to do it. Anytime. I mean, if these people actually think that Trump thinks that he's in trouble, that he's scared, that he's spiraling, any of those things, do they know that for 4.5 years or 5 years, as he started to basically, say that he was going to run for the presidency during the nomination process, and then immediately first day in office, the day of inauguration, he was being attacked 24/7, he and his family, and the crap he had to put up with. This is absolutely nothing compared to that. As I said before, Fat Albert Bragg, a gnat on the derriere of President Trump. Anyways, folks, thanks for watching. You've been watching the Dr. Nasir Shaikh Show. I've been your host. My name is Dr. Nasir. If you haven't done so already, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell, like, share, and follow us. Let us know what you think. Comments below. Final thought, when you're right, you're right. And when you're left, you're wrong. We'll see you again next time, folks. Take care and stay safe.